Good morning, students. Class 5, English, Unit 3, Together We Live. A. Reading. Children, this is an interesting lesson. Listen carefully. Children, we humans are social beings. We live in society together, not alone, and that too in groups. Children, togetherness is a hugely important aspect of everyone's life. Togetherness means oneness. It unites us, gives us security, much needed support, and a sense of belongingness. Children, togetherness encourages us to help and love one another. Children, to know we are all in this world together is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. How can we make this world a beautiful place, children? By living unitedly. Unit 3, together we live. Children, look at the picture on the screen and answer the following. Why do you think people are leaving their place? I repeat, children, why do you think people are leaving their place? And the answer is, I think the people are leaving their place as there is a drought, means severe shortage of water because of no rain. There are no rain for years. The dried trees, the gaps in the earth, and the bones of animals show us that the water is not available there. Second question, where do you think they are going? They are going to a place where they can find some work to do and some food to eat. Actually, they are searching for green land. Children, now I'll tell you about one such family shown in the picture. Listen carefully. Once there lived a small middle class family in a village. The family consisted of 3 members. They were Gopana, a farmer, his wife Sita, and his daughter Lakshmi. Let's see what happened one day. Gopana returned home tired and sat in the veranda, main portico, or an open roof walkway. Sita, Sita, bring me a glass of water, he called his wife. Lakshmi, his daughter, searched for water and found all the vessels empty. There is no water, Nana. Nana means father, daddy. Amma, as you all know, mother, has gone to bring water from Rajana's mango garden. Oh, did she go there? It is far away. Gopana leaned against the wall and closed his eyes. Children, and the summary is Gopana came home exhausted, tired, and sat in the portico veranda. Asked his wife to get a glass of water for him. Lakshmi, his daughter, looked for water and found all the containers empty. She said to her daddy that there was no water, and her mother went to bring water from Uncle Rajana's mango garden. Then her daddy said it was very far for some days and took rest by closing his eyes against the wall. Look, Nana, Amma is coming, shouted Lakshmi. Sita brought a half-filled pot. So you have brought little water, Gopana asked his wife. Yes, it is very hard for me to fetch. Fetch mean bring even this much of water. Thank God, at least we have got half pot today. There was a long queue, line. There is no guarantee, mean assurance, no assurance that tomorrow we will get even this much, said Sita. Then, children, after some time, Lakshmi yelled, screamed, shouted that her mother was coming. Sita came home with a half-filled pot and said it was very difficult to get even half pot that day and no assurance about water the next day. Nowadays, life has become miserable, means sorrowful or unhappy or sad. No rains, no water, no cultivation. No cultivation means no growing crop, no food, dry, everything dried up, said Gopana sadly. What shall we do now? Our cattle means a group of animals, children that includes cows, buffaloes, and sheep that are kept for the milk and meat. Our cattle have also no food and water. We must do something, said Sita. Then Gopana slowly got up, jerked, means pulled his towel and walked towards the Gram Panchayat. Gopana sadly said life had become worse and everything was dried up. Sita, Gopana's wife, asked what should be done to overcome that situation. Then Gopana got up, slowly pulled his towel and walked towards Gram Panchayat to discuss the problem with the village head. Children, I'll read out the passage again. Listen carefully. Unit 3, together we live. Gopana returned home tired and sat in the veranda. Sita, Sita, bring me a glass of water, he called his wife. Lakshmi, his daughter, searched for water and found all the vessels empty. There is no water, Nana. Amma has gone to bring water from Rajana's mango garden. Oh, did she go there? It is far away. Gopana leaned against the wall and closed his eyes. Look, Nana, Amma is coming, shouted Lakshmi. Sita brought a half-filled pot. So you have got little water, Gopana asked his wife. Yes, it is very hard for me to fetch even this much of water today. Thank God, at least we have got half pot today. There was a long queue. There is no guarantee that tomorrow we will get even this much, said Sita. Nowadays, life has become miserable. No rain, no water, no cultivation, no food, dry, everything dried up, said Gopanna sadly. What shall we do now? Our cats will also have no food and water. We must do something, said Sita. Then Gopanna slowly got up, jerked his towel, and walked towards the Gram Panchayat. Next, children, say the following, say whether the following statements are true or false. First one, Sita went to a far off place to fetch water and mangoes. Children, tell me whether the statement is true or false. Sita went to a far off place to fetch water and mangoes. Children, it is a false statement. Ask me why? Because Sita went to a very far off place to bring only water, not mangoes. So it's a false statement. Only water. Second one, Lakshmi found very little water in the vessel. Lakshmi found very little water in the vessel. And this statement is also false because she couldn't find any water. Third one, life became miserable for everyone in the village. Life became miserable for everyone in the village. And this statement is true. There was drought in the village. There was drought in the village. I've already told you the meaning of drought, children. Severe shortage of water. And the statement is true. Fifth one, Gopanna went to the Gram Panchayat to get more water. Gopanna went to the Gram Panchayat to get more water. And this sentence is false, children. He went to Gram Panchayat to discuss the problem with the village head, but not to bring water. Next, A. Reading. Children, listen carefully. In Siripuram village, it did not rain for 3 years. The pond was now a wide stretch of caked earth. Caked meaning hardened. Thirsty animals crowded, means gathered around puddles of dirty water. Puddles means small pools of dirty water. Women went very far in search of water and returned with pots of water balanced over their heads and some fodder, means food for animals. Children, especially dried hay, grass for the cattle. I've already told you the meaning of cattle. Children, I'll repeat again. Cattle means a group of animals that includes cows and buffaloes. Cows, buffaloes, sheep that are kept for their milk and meat. Tucked means put under the arms. And the summary is, in Siripuram village, there were no rains for 3 years, due to which the ponds, lakes got dried up. Even the drinking water was not available. Thirsty animals gathered near the small pools of muddy water. Women went to far-off places to get drinking water and dried food for the cattle. Neither the people nor the animals got any food and water to live. We must leave our village, the village had announced. If we wait any longer, our people and cattle will fall sick. The people of Siripuram village began moving reluctantly. Children, meaning of reluctantly is unwilling, from the lands of their forefathers, means ancestors, great grandparents. The elderly and children sat in the cart alongside pots, pans, bundles of clothes, and some furniture. Children, the village had announced that they were going to leave the place. While the villagers were leaving Siripuram, they felt very sad, as they had to leave their houses and lands which were given to them by their forefathers, means great grandparents. They moved with their belongings with heavy hearts. They left Siripuram in an unwilling way. After a long journey of several days, the villagers reached a small town in a green valley. Valley means a low area of land between hills or mountains. They hoped to find some work and shelter there. This seemed a prosperous town. Prosperous means rich, they thought. The rivers are full and the lush green fields are so inviting. Lush, children, lush means thick and healthy green fields are so inviting, welcoming. Children, listen to the summary. After traveling for many days, they reached a small town in a green valley. The villagers thought that it was a rich town with rivers filled and thick and healthy green fields. They hoped to find some work and shelter there. They reached Shantinagar. Their tired legs refused, means say no to carry them anymore. So they sat in the town square. Gopana and others brought some cool water from a well. The tired people gulped it, swallowed it quickly, down thirstily. But water did not keep the hunger away for long. They looked longingly, means in a way that shows you want something, towards the houses, hoping to be offered some work and some food as payment. But the doors remained shut. Children, they reached Shantinagar. All the villagers were very tired and sat in the town square. There they had cool water to drink. All the villagers drank cool water as much as they want, but it did not satisfy their hunger. They looked towards the houses with a hope to get some water and some food as payment. But the town people did not open the door. Children, look at the question in the pink box here and try to answer. Did the town people welcome them? Did the town people welcome the villagers' children? No, the town people did not welcome them. What would the villagers do then? They may go in search of work, or the villagers look towards the houses hoping to be offered some work and some food as payment. Next, Gopana thought, my people are hungry and tired to go any further. If the other towns too are unfriendly, we will wander, means walk or move aimlessly without any purpose. I have to do something, he said to himself, and went to the village head and said, we have to do something now, as we have water here. I can prepare ganji, means rice soup, with a magic spell. The village head agreed, and the summary is Gopana understood that his people were hungry and even the town people were not friendly. Gopana said to himself that he had to do something to satisfy the hunger of all the villagers. Gopana went to the village head to take permission to prepare ganji with a magic spell. The village head gave permission to make ganji. Gopana quickly collected 4 small rocks and placed them near one another in the middle of the town square. The town people peeped out of their windows and found Gopana working busily. Gopana fetched some firewood and threw it into the rock and lit it. He picked a large pot from the villagers' belongings and filled it with 3/4, means an amount equal to 3 of the 4 parts. 3/4 of water. He placed it on the fire. The town people looked curiously. Children, Gopana collected 4 rocks and placed them near one another in the middle of the town square. Then he threw some firewood into the rock and lit it. Then he placed a large pot with 2/3 water on the fire. All the town people were looking through their windows anxiously. The water boiled. Gopana stood in front of the pot and said, Dija, Duja, Ikla, Ekla, Magia, Ganji, Mishto, Ishto, Listo. We will have some delicious, means tasty, magic Ganji. Children, as the water came to a boil, Gopana said some magic words. Listen to the magic words, children. Dija, Duja, Ikla, Ekla, Magia, Ganji, Mishto, Ishto, Listo. Ah, it smells so delicious, Gopana said loudly. If only I had a little rice, it would taste heavenly. A door creaked open. Creaked means sound made by an old door. An old woman walked slowly towards the square with some rice. Thank you, he accepted the rice and added it to the boiling water. After a few minutes, actually, it is just missing a little jeera powder. Jeera means cumin seeds. He said, soon one more door opened and a little boy ran down with jeera powder. Gopana accepted it and added it to the ganji. The ganji does smell good, said the little boy. Thank you, young boy, said Gopana. It is ready to serve. A dash of salt and pepper is all it needs. A dash means little. He said, the little grocer means a person who sells food. He's also called as a shopkeeper, rushed to his shop and brought them right away. Thank you, generous ones. Thank you. Generous mean kind or open-handed. Once, please stay and share our magic ganji, Gopana said. Some women brought bowls from their homes, and others brought some onions and green chilies to go with the ganji. All the town people and the villagers shared the hot, delicious ganji together. They smiled at each other. Listen to the summary, children. Gopana announced that they could have delicious magic ganji, rice soup. Then he said loudly that if a little rice was added, it would taste much better. Then an old woman brought it and Gopana added it to the boiling water. In the same way, he got jeera powder and salt, jeera powder, pepper and salt from others. He added all of them to the boiling water. Gopana asked the town people to share the magic ganji, rice soup. Some women brought some onions and green chilies to go with the ganji. All the town people and the villagers shared the hot, delicious ganji. Next, the town head said, our friends from Siripuram can stay here as long as they want. We are very grateful to you, Honorable Sir, said the village head. Grateful, thankful, honorable, respected. We want work. God willing, we will return to our village soon. And the summary is, the town had told the villagers that they could stay there as long as they want. Then the village head thanked and told him that they wanted work. He also said that they would return to their village soon if God willed, means wish. Children, with this, we come to an end of today's class. But children, remember, we are made for goodness, we are made for love, we are made for friendliness, so don't fight with anyone. We are made for togetherness, we are made for all the beautiful things that you and I know. We are made to tell the world that there are no outsiders. All are welcome. Black, white, red, yellow, rich, poor, educated, not educated, male, female, all, and all. We all belong to this family, this human family, that is God's family. Think it over. Thank you.